going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, going to be going over the trades we end up taking today in the Discord, as well as the game plan going into tomorrow. So this is what we end up looking like today. 30-minute chart here on the calls tells the trend in the market, and we have the 660 calls here for this Friday. And as you guys can see, super choppy action today. We were bullish though. 30-minute chart was crossed, so our focus was on the long side. And your trade opportunities when it's bullish market, look for a 5-minute cross on calls or a fib dip to short or to long, and we actually didn't end up getting either of those. So if we pull up ES here, we never came back down to this 66.11 mark over here after open, so never got an entry to go along there. And then if we look on the 0DT chart of the day here for the call side, never got a cross here, and there was no entry. Obviously this is starting to cross into the close, but obviously after 3 o'clock Eastern, I'm not interested in taking anything off the premium. So yeah, that's what we looked like on the call side. Flip to the puts, there was nothing going on here, so it was very choppy day. System didn't give any entry, so that's kind of where it could save you at times. When market's a little bit choppier, we won't really get as many entries, and it kind of saves you a little bit. So that's what we pretty much ended up looking like. I mean, when we look on the higher time frames here on the calls, it definitely isn't the greatest look. I mean, 1 hour chart is a little funky. 2 hour chart has this 50 slope down hard, so I don't think there's really that much room for upside left, in my opinion. 30-minute chart is probably going to end up losing the 50 at some point. It just looks super weird. It's super choppy. 50's up like aggressively, and it's like that. I feel like eventually this is going to end up losing the 50 and crossing negative. Maybe that's tomorrow. If it is, that'd be great. We could probably see a pretty solid move down, because if we look here on the 30-minute, we have a good amount of room to this 50 here. It's like 100% on the premiums here. I feel like a lot of the moves have been happening overnight, and let's hope that's not the case, because that would pretty much just mean we're going to miss out on the trade opportunity. So when it comes to tomorrow, 30-minute right now, yes, we're still crossed bullish, I think. I mean, 10's above the 50 still. Really wouldn't, I mean, this chart really doesn't mean too much at the moment to me. I'm just gonna be looking for a cross tomorrow. 0DT cross on either side is gonna work. And then when it comes to the fib levels, I'm probably not gonna end up longing 66.11, because if we drop down to that area, most likely that 30-minute chart's gonna be crossing negative. So that really wouldn't be the best trade to be taking if we're losing massive support on the 30-minute chart. Just not the best setup there is. If anything, look for a break below 66.11 and then look for a retest of it to short. That's probably gonna be the better trade, because if that happens, 30-minute chart's probably gonna be losing the 50 / crossing negative, and that would put us in a new neutral range, which would probably be between these two fibs, and this would be the top of the range, and we could probably ride a short from 66.11 to 65.15. That'd be a beautiful short if we are able to take that. So that's gonna be the trade of the day to look for tomorrow, is that fib short. Or obviously if we don't get a retest of it, look for a 0DT put cross. So it's a pretty short video, but that's pretty much all I have. That's the game plan for tomorrow. Today was a very slow day, very choppy day, and yeah, we just stayed out of the market. So if you guys enjoyed, drop a sub, join the Discord if you want to learn. I'm out. Peace.